Well, Magnus and I are back up in Oracle, in beautiful Oracle, Arizona. And here is that patio that we did just before we went to the world of concrete. Pretty good, huh, buddy? Yeah. Some crack right up the middle there. But other than that, it's looking really good. Really good. You remember this place? We did a house pad. Probably had 3 videos in that one. Here's the house. Now we're coming back for another round, and there's a courtyard in the backyard, and that's gonna get another stamp patio. So I'll take you back around there and show you. Alright, so here's the little cove we're gonna be working in. We're gonna be going end to end here with a patio about 15 feet wide. So we'll get some tape measures out and we'll start laying it out. Well, we've been over excavating, and along the back edge, certain places, this pill over here is not bad. There was some stuff right down underneath the machine here that was really clay-filled, clay-bound material. Gonna be a lot of movement in it, so we decided to over excavate it and get it out of here. And now we'll probably have to get more gravel. How's it going, buddy?
Good.
Good. Ready to take the camera from me?
That you want it for a little bit?
I'm done now, buddy. Here you go. A little bit left to do here. We're gonna set a deep form here. This was all fill, so it's pretty soft. We're gonna get down to something good and let it sit on something nice. All right, well, Magnus and Carly have got their annual checkup for school, before school checkup. So I'm heading out. It's about noon right now. Got everything pretty well excavated over there, and everything's graded over here. So tomorrow's gonna be a quick and easy one. Hardest part is trying to get the damn tamper to run. We fiddled with the screw on it. Got it to run today. We broke the recoil again in the first pull, so it's been a problem. But we'll get it. Tomorrow's gonna be an easy day. Alright, you can see this in a little bit different time of day now. And does it look different than it did when we just got done with it? I like it. Alright, be sure to like, subscribe, share with all your friends. See you tomorrow. Magnus is getting a little exercise this morning. He just opened up the gate for us. Time for another day. Time to get this a little bit set up. Get the bag tamped. Let's go see if anything washed out back here, buddy. Looks like we got another rain event last night. Oh, it looks pretty good, huh?
Is he tampered?
All they got tamped was just a little bit right here. We gotta fix the tamper. Alright, time to get to work. Alright, well, we took the carburetor off. And I had linkage wrong on there. I had it all goofed up. So hopefully it's going to run now. And we also change oil while we're at it. Bring her up here, buddy. Down. Tip it ahead a little bit. Come ahead a little bit more. Stop right there. Tip it ahead. Just keep tipping until I tell you to stop. Keep tipping. Keep tipping. Yep, right there. Alright, just shut it off. Put the brake on and shut it off right there, okay? Alright, good job, buddy. Alright, well, as you can see, this roof here is just channeling the water into this area. And it's alright over here, but we had to go ahead and dig some out and put in some new fill over here. So the biggest threat now is that, you know, the day of the pour, we're gonna have water dripping from condensation. Rain shower that morning or the night before. I mean, that could be really bad in an area like this. I've heard people talk about the way we dig these toe downs, and normally we don't go this deep. This is an 8-inch toe down, 8 inches deep. Normally we just go a couple inches below the floor, maybe 6 inches. But this one actually calls for a toe down on the plan with one number 4 steel rebar in it, so that's what we got to do. Hey Magnus, are you ready for the big pour?
Yes.
Alright, he's ready. Should we go home and get them stamps ready?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Alright, let's go take a look at the pour. Now we had all that water coming off the roof, and we didn't have a lot of plastic with. We kind of utilized what we had, and at least got the whole drip line. So hopefully that'll help to disperse the water if it does rain, and we won't have a big mess on Thursday morning. But looking good. Rebar's in. We'll put the chairs in on Thursday morning. Put the expansion in on Thursday morning. And get it forward. We're going to be starting at 4 a.m. So I probably won't see you first thing. It'll be too dark. Got the forms oiled too. One trick with oiling forms, if you oil them 3 days ahead of time like this, all you really need to do is oil the top 3 inches. And it'll all soak down by the time you pour. Even the day before. But if you oil them the morning of, you gotta oil them top to bottom because it won't migrate. Alright, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you at the pour. Alright, it's been absolute pandemonium so far today. Mine was 20 minutes early, we were 20 minutes late. And it hasn't been any fun whatsoever. But we're pouring mud now. Got about half in there. The boys are just starting to feed. And I'm going to be both loading right behind. I didn't find a lot of time to pick up the camera. It was just a really hectic day. Stuff was setting pretty fast. I had samples to take care of, and there was just too much going on. It was too steady. Fortunately, Mama Concrete and Magnus were there. They got a lot of good shots and basically saved the day.
Magnus, grab some of this junk out of here that's not supposed to be here that we're not using to finish up. Let's go get this squared.
Left the big city for the simple country life. Found myself a woman that it took for me to be my wife. I was working on the ground come the sun up to sundown. Hey, I'm trying to make a reputation for a man inside this town.
What's that you're putting on there?
Hard as I try, maybe I
This is liquid release, and we've got a little bit of the powder release mixed in. Give it a little secondary color. You gotta keep shaking it all the time to keep that release up. Is that wet?
Living out of a car. Mama never told me life would get this hard. Running around the world playing.
Put too much on ahead of time because it gets evaporate things.
Yeah, I'm a honky tonk star.
So how much do you put on there?
A little bit more than enough for one stamp.
George Jones and Gary Sturt, all them young guns, yeah, they've been true. Tell you one thing that you won't believe. One ain't nothing but a thing to me. Burn right through them like a cigarette or a line of ain't on a private jet. I give them good loving like they won't forget. Baby, good Lord knows what time it is. Hard as I
All right, guys, how's it looking out there?
A little harder in the sun than in the shade, but it's not hard at all.
Good deal.
I'm a honky tonk star. Well, working 3
Give them a
jobs.
good 6-inch overlap or so. This is a little bit rougher than what it'll be in the back. This isn't crawled out quite as smooth. It's all right.
Looks nice.
More like what we do in Minnesota. We always crawl them out like this because it leaves a little bit of texture.
Agnes, what are you doing?
I'm just trying to get this done real quick.
Okay, bud. Don't worry about where it's open. Only worry about where it's closed, okay?
Oh, so you want to get it?
Only where it's closed. Don't worry about where it's open, it's fine.
Well, working 3 jobs, living out of a car. Mama never told me life would get this hard. Running around the world playing my guitar. Baby, you can love me, you can leave me. I'm a honky tonk star. Yeah, a honky tonk star.
This stuff is really firm. So, we'll stamp it a lot easier in the back. In the sun for a little while. It's been a crazy day. Haven't had time to even look at the camera yet. Started off with early mud. And now the concrete gets setting pretty fast, you know? The big difference between stamping here and stamping in Minnesota is that we would never put the control joints in. We'd always saw cut them. And I kind of like putting them in. I mean, then it's done. It'll control the cracking. And I just think that it looks kind of nice, you know? And we'll open these up with a saw or a grinder later.
What is that tool for?
This looks like it's got like a chiseled edge to it. Usually, you just use a real light with a smaller joiner. And since we're going to be cutting these apart and using them as pavers around the property, it doesn't really matter that much. Okay. Hot out. It sucks. Gotta keep moving.
This one getting hard too.
It's not bad.
Marty's little dance.
Come here, dancer. Let's dance together. See you two-step. Come on, two-step. It's gonna rain if we don't watch out. Doing the Indian rain dance.
What? What?
All right, let's see it now.
Oh,
It's beautiful.
Now, I'm the only one allowed to half-ass around here.
Watch out, buddy. Don't be backing up. You wanna move somewhere, turn around. Hey, you wanna move around somewhere, turn around and move. Backing up will get you in trouble. It's been kind of a ball buster of a day, but we survived. Turned out nice. And now I'm heading for San Manuel. Well, hopefully we'll go to San Manuel. We're gonna go. They're terrible.
Don't use a GoPro, guys.
Alright, GoPro malfunction 1. We're all done stamping. It turned out nice. And Allison, Magnus and I are heading for San Manuel to the hardware store to get some plastic because it is monsoon season. And it's supposed to rain this afternoon. With those roofs dumping onto the slab, we want it covered. So we're going to get a sheet of plastic big enough to cover the whole thing. Alright, we're in beautiful San
Turn left
Manuel.
onto South McNabb Parkway.
We got a roll of plastic for $96, 6 mil, 100 by 20. The guy at the clerk in there thought it was pretty outrageously priced, but it's probably the cheapest they got a roll of 6 mil plastic, 100 by 20 in a long time. Magnus thinks San Manuel's straight out of the 80s. It's a little old, a little outdated, but it's a
In
nice
about
enough
1
town.
mile, turn left onto South Reddington Road.
Alright, we're heading back to the job site, a little different route than we came here, maybe a little shortcut. So, we'll see you back at the job site. Let's get out on there with sock feet and a blower before we cover it though, huh, Mikey? You can roll it out and get it ready. So there's the final product. I mean, not final. Still gotta come back and wash it and seal it and everything, but there is the stamped texture. Looks pretty good, pretty uniform. A little lighter where we quit than where we started, but that's pretty standard. Alright, well, we'll see you on the next one. We'll probably do another video where I come back and wash and seal it and everything. So, like, subscribe, and share it with all your friends. Alright, see you on the next one.
The next day.
Well, Magnus and I are up bright and early. We had one hell of a storm last night. And the boys ended up having to cover this. And they had to lay line pins around the outside edge. Bury with dirt here to try and hold it down. It worked on the front one, but it blew off of the corner of this one. Fortunately, it didn't blow up far enough to where the water coming off was doing any damage to the slab. But it was a hell of a storm. We just came out, we cleaned up all the joints, and we scrubbed it with a brush and got all the plasticky marks off of it. At first light, you got to get them off quick, and hopefully we got them off quick enough, but we'll give it a light acid wash before we seal it. Anything that's left, I think, should go away.
Another day. Neon lights in the fast lane light, riding high, reaching for the sky.